Hey, I'm Anthony, and there's only one thing I like more than fishing, and that's catching. Welcome to OC Outdoorsman. Look at that. Look at that wing.
Oh, you should tell you.
Huge! Hey guys, welcome back to OC Outdoorsman. Well, today is my first Fishing with Friends tournament out of Pure Water Sports this year. And it looks like they have moved. It's a pretty cool spot. It's right across in the Data Point boat launch now. And because of the location change, I'm off to a really late start. It's almost 8 o'clock. And I'm just now getting on the water. So I'm just filling up my bait tank before I head over to the bait barge to pick up some live sardines. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Different location. Take a look how close I am to the bait barge. It's right there. And there's the boardroom. Air temperature is 70 degrees right now, and water temperature is at 74, so it's pretty good. Could mean Barracuda and Bonito will be on too. That's pretty good. You have any mackerel in there?
No, just sardines.
All sardines?
Yep. There you go.
All right, thanks.
Have a great day. Good luck.
All right. All right, I'm approaching Doheny Beach. Yeah, conditions are pretty good. The swells are relatively mild. A lot of surfers though. I'm counting about 4 kayaks in front of me. Guy around a little bit. So I decided to head north, and here I am on top of the kelp beds, and I cast out some shrimp here fishing for sheephead, and as you can see, they were just nibbling the shrimp right off of my hook. I really don't have to set the hook because I'm using circle hooks, but look at that. It just took it right off. So as you can see here, I was just losing shrimp left and right. I ended up just feeding the sheephead down there. I don't know why. I could not hook into a single one. So here I've sped up the footage. You can see that, yeah, I just had no success landing any sheephead this day. It was a really slow morning. I couldn't even get anything to bite on the live sardines. So here I'm changing things up a bit. I didn't bring my dedicated sabiki rod with me today, so here I'm rigging up one of my regular fishing poles with a brand new sabiki rig. What I want to do is catch mackerel. That way I can target larger fish, larger calicos, even yellowtail. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just rigging up one of my 2 poles with a sabiki rig. But as you can see here, all I was catching was little tiny bait fish like this, along with jack smelt. Big old jack smelt. Alright, time to move spots. Nothing's happening here, so I'm just gonna detach from the kelp here. Put another one of my waypoints. It was at this point that I realized I'd lost my paddle. In my rush to get out here, since I arrived really late, I failed to lock down the paddle on the side of my yak. So as I was pedaling out into the open water, I was being battered around a little bit by incoming waves or swells, which normally isn't a big deal. But if the paddle's not locked in, it could easily get knocked out, and I just wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to have to buy a new paddle. Where are these flies coming from? So I'm trolling a nomad on the left, and on my right side I'm trolling a live sardine. So far, no takers. As the day progressed, you could see that the sea started to get a little bit more choppy. It wasn't too bad, but I had forgotten to take any bonine or Dramamine the previous night. But I really wasn't getting seasick, so I generally just take that as a precaution. But it turns out I really don't need it. I just like to be on the safe side. Calico. Live sardine. If you look closely, you can see that I'm using a trap rig. So basically there are two hooks on the end of my line there. One goes into the nose of the sardine and the other hook goes into his tail section. And I was fly lining it, meaning there was no sinkers attached to this at all. I was just trolling the sardine behind me, and it was closer to the surface, and this calico just slammed my bait. So as you can see, I'm back inside of the harbor, returning to pure water sports. And as you can see, there were quite a few people out today on the water. A lot of rental kayaks, stand-up paddle boards. But you know, thinking back now, I should have spent more time trolling both live sardines and the nomad, instead of just focusing so much of my attention on top of the kelp beds targeting sheephead. So that's what I'll do next time. I'll troll more the open water with live bait and with that nomad. As you can see, there's definitely a lot more room here to launch and land your kayaks here at the new Pure Water Sports location. And as I make my way up the ramp, you can see more of the room that's available to people renting kayaks and for those who just want to launch their own. Well, as you can see here, even though I wasn't trolling, I still covered over 7 miles of water. It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd like to thank you once again for watching, and please do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up. It would really help out the channel. Thanks again.